it's Amanda, and today we're making a beaded snake.
Okay, to make our beaded snake, what we're gonna need is rat tail cord, which is a nylon cord. This one is 1.5 millimeters and there's about 20 yards that come on this spool. We need a pair of scissors, a keychain ring, scotch tape, and a ruler, and then the beads that we're gonna use for the snake. So for the main portion of the body for this snake that I'm gonna do, I've chosen orange as my main color. For that, I need 48 beads of orange. For the other color I'm using in the tail portion of the snake, I've chosen blue. So for that, I need 17 of the blue beads. And then I have 2 green beads for the eyes. This is the pattern that we wanna lay out for the snake. So starting with 1 bead, then 2, 3, 4. This is 5 beads, but it goes orange, green, orange, green, orange. We got 6 beads, 5, 4, 3, and then alternating in rows of 2 till we get to the end where we have a main color bead, the other color bead, and ending on the main color bead again. So first thing that we want to do is we need, for the rat tail cord, we need 6 feet of it. So you want to take your spool and measure it out so that you cut off what we need. Okay, so just going along that way, I've already cut 6 feet of the cord to make it easier, so we can move this out of the way. Okay, so what we need now, so taking the 6 feet of the cord, we want to put it in half, making 2 equal ends over here. So lining up the ends and then getting that middle portion. Okay, so now we've got about 3 feet on either side, but we're not cutting it. Okay, so taking the middle portion where we've got the hoop, we want to put it through the keychain ring and hold on to it, and then take the ends and pull it through that hoop. Okay, and then we want to tighten it up a little bit and make sure it's not on the opening to the key ring. So I'll go through that one more time just so that everyone saw it. So take it off. Okay, so again, we want to be folding it in half, hold the 2 end pieces so that we get that hoop in the middle. Okay, so we want to feed that through the keychain ring, hold the hoop, and then take the other side and pull it through. Okay, and then make sure it's not on the opening to the key ring and tighten it. There we go. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to use the scotch tape and tape down the key ring so that it's not moving around all over the place when we're trying to put the beads on. So stick that up over here. Make sure you got enough tape there to secure it. Okay, so then taking the 2 sections of the cord, we want to take a little piece of scotch tape and we're going to wrap it around the end, almost making like a shoelace. This will make it so that the cord doesn't unravel as you keep putting beads on it. So we'll just roll it a little bit and then cut off the extra so that it's not too bulky as we're trying to slide the beads through it. Okay, so there's one, so kind of looks like a little shoelace. And then do the other one. Okay, and then cut off the extra. Okay, so we can move that out of the way now. All right, so we've got our 2 separate sides over here. So what we want to do, so we're going to start at the head of the snake. So you put 1 bead through and run it all the way up to the top. And then you take the other side of the cord and you're going to push it through the bead like so, and keep pulling that cord all the way through. And then we want to keep pushing it till it gets to the top portion, like that. Okay, so now for the second part. All right, so same thing, we're just gonna push the beads through on one side and bring them up to the top. And then we're gonna take the other side and feed them through as well. And keep pulling that cord so that we can tighten it up. All right, so you wanna make sure that it's a snug fit, but don't tighten it too much or it'll start to kind of buckle. And we want it to be nice and flat. Okay, so pretty much we're just gonna keep going following our pattern. So bringing it up on one side and then pushing it through on the other side. Making sure it's not too tight. Okay, so we're coming up on our last bead. So we're gonna just feed that through. Go through the other side. Push it together. All right, so now that we're at the end, we're gonna do a double knot on the cord. All right, so there's one, and then two. All right, so we wanna make sure the knots are nice and secure. And then we can cut off the extra. All right, and take off the tape now. And that's our beaded snake.